What is good, Monster? Man, back here with another reaction video. You feel me? You feel me? But look, we got when a predator gets caught in the act, man. Y'all know I hate predators, bro. I hate them. I really do, with a capital H. Oh God, I really do. But we're just gonna get into this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, bro.
In that ratio that she forced me to drink the alcohol and tobacco, and that's when she started touching me.
La niña quería,
What?
dijo, la niña quería que lo hiciera. Le dije, no es cierto, es una niña, tú eres una adulta.
How old was she?
11 years old.
When a woman notices her sister is nowhere to be found after a house party, a light on in the bathroom tells her something isn't right. But when she finally makes it inside, the scene leaves her and police reeling. The following is based on
a girl tried to do that to a girl? What?
Official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Around 4:30 a.m. on March 22, 2020, officers in Albuquerque, New Mexico were dispatched to a local home after receiving a report about child abuse. Once they arrive, they're immediately met by the victim's older sister, Claudia, whose name has been changed to protect her identity.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you call us?
Yes, I did.
Her name is not
how can I help
Claudia.
We were asleep, and I had a friend
So her name was Claudia, and she changed her name?
staying here. She's like 30 years old.
Okay.
And apparently she woke up my sister. She's 11 years old.
Okay.
And she took her to the restroom and tried to do something to her.
What?
Claudia explained she was having a party at her home that evening with a few friends when she discovered one of those friends in the bathroom with her little sister, Mila, whose name...
different as hell, bro. Let me look. A female tried to R word. Tried to, you feel me? A female. What? Usually it's a female try to do that to a little boy, or a grown woman try to do that. No, a grown man try to do that to a little girl. Now we have a grown woman trying to do that to a little girl. What the hell is going on?
Name has also been changed. One officer takes Mila into a back bedroom to ask her what happened, and what she says can only be described as a waking nightmare.
I know you're scared. The ambulance is going to come check you out. Just tell me what happened, okay?
So I was asleep.
Okay.
The woman,
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Okay.
She woke me up, and she took me to the restroom.
This one?
Yes, right there.
Okay.
She gave me alcohol, and she gave me tobacco. I don't know what she did.
Did she like force it?
Or yes.
The woman Mila is describing as 28-year-old Jamie Sandoval Gonzalez. She'd been planning on spending the night, but Claudia kicked her out once she discovered her in the bathroom.
Hell yeah.
And that's when she started touching me.
Mila's story is gut-wrenching, but as she continues, it's clear that she has yet to describe the worst of her horrific experience.
Okay, so what
She
else?
got naked too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
She didn't take off her pants or anything, but she just took off her shirt and her bra.
Mila goes
She
on to
tried to
explain
turn
that
that
she
little
has
girl
no
out.
idea how long she was in that bathroom, but eventually her sister came to her rescue.
So I woke up and I saw the light of this restroom on.
God
So I started
woke her up and told her her little sister needed her help. Oh God.
knocking,
G.O.D.
and I heard the shower thing on. So I'm like, who's it? She's like, it's me. And then I heard my sister there. I'm using the restroom. Hold on.
Your sister said, this little one
Yeah.
said she used the restroom.
Yeah. And then I opened it with the keys,
She got the keys
and
to the bathroom?
she wouldn't let me. The older one. Then I'm like, open the door. I need to go in there. What are you guys doing? I opened the door, and my sister was sitting on the toilet, and I saw she was wearing red lipstick, the lady. So I saw my sister full of red lipstick
Whoa,
all
she
over her
was
face.
kissing that
So I'm
little
like,
girl?
are you kissing her or what's going on? And my sister wouldn't tell me nothing. She was like in shock, like,
She left
I'm
you
like, what's
alone.
wrong with you? What are you doing here? She's like, she made me
sister?
come into the restroom. No, and I told her off. I'm like, why did you do this? She's a little girl. You have kids too. Because she has two boys.
She weird as hell when this lady outside talking about something. She said I tried to touch her. No, motherfucker. You did touch her. the hell? And then you have red lipstick on right there. Like, that's crazy. Look at the red lipstick right there. Look at her face. She just looked guilty as hell.
I'm like, what are you thinking? And I kicked her out.
So you didn't see anything else? You just saw the marks on her face?
On her face, yeah. And she was using the restroom. So the moment she cleaned herself, the paper was full of red lipstick. So I guess she was doing.
Okay, where's that paper at? Where's the toilet paper at?
And put it on the toilet because I flushed it.
You flushed it?
I think.
Claudia wasn't the only one who witnessed the aftermath of Jamie's assault on Mila. A couple other friends were also staying the night and witnessed Claudia's discovery and chaotic aftermath. One friend was standing nearby and describes Jamie's attitude.
La Jamie, ¿qué te dijo?
Ella dijo, la niña quería que lo hiciera. Le dije, no es cierto, es una niña, tú eres una adulta.
Jamie had been driven to the party by Claudia and her brother, so she left on foot. But where she is now is anyone's guess. After she was gone, Claudia's attention immediately turned to her sister.
Oh, my sister, she better get out of the house and then shower. Look good. You showered? Yes. Okay.
Why would you do that to this little girl, bro?
Just to get rid of the smell, or
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
My first reaction, she couldn't talk. She was crying and my first reaction was, take off your clothes, let me get you in the shower. Because when I saw she was using the restroom, she had a piece of toilet paper in her hands full of red lipstick. Like, Jamie was starting to kiss her down her body.
Officers want to learn how Jamie even ended up at the party, and it turns out she and Claudia aren't close. They'd known each other when they were younger and only reconnected recently.
How long have you known Jamie?
How long have you known her?
I know her since like 10 years ago, but not like. I know more of her sister and her mom.
Okay, how did since you're not that close to her, how did she come here?
Nobody no more.
I opened Facebook like a week ago, and we add each other, and we started, hey, what's up? And we started talking like 14 days ago, and then I invited her to the house, and I'm like, hey, you should come. But then she came, and I was like, she was gonna spend the night here.
Mila was also just spending the night, and her mom left just shortly before she was brought into the
Now, my question is, was she plotting this before she got there or after she got there?
bathroom. Her mom is called back to the house, and EMS arrives to examine her.
So, hey, hi. This person gave her alcohol and made her smoke tobacco. Talking to her, she does kind of seem like honest. Yeah.
She 11, bro. She drunk as hell over here.
I'm okay. I'm a bit nervous. That's all.
She gave that little girl some liquor. She gave that little girl some liquor. I'm sorry, dude.
Left foot, right foot.
She gave that little girl some liquor, y'all. She out of pocket, bro. Now, I swear, if somebody did that to my kid, bro. You feel me? And God, throw her under the jail. I'm sorry, these damn ads keep popping up. Ooh, look at that. Look at them stocks, man. Look at them. Okay.
Bolo is put out for Jamie.
That's all.
Meanwhile, a bolo is put out for Jamie. Soon, Mila and Claudia's mother arrives and gives consent to take. Is put out.
I never knew bolo mean be on the lookout. Whoa. How the hell is that bolo? Be on lookout. Okay. That is crazy. I never knew that. What the? Hey, call me dumb in the comments if you want to, but on my life, I learned something new today. This is crazy.
For Jamie. Soon, Mila and Claudia's mother arrives and gives consent to take Mila for a sexual assault exam. But before they can leave, officers get word that a woman matching Jamie's description has just been detained at an intersection nearly 2 miles away.
Jamie? Hey, I'm Officer Reynoso with the Albuquerque Police Department. Hey, what's your social real quick?
I don't know.
Where were you born?
I'm Chihuahua.
Chihuahua? Oh, okay. You have a driver's license?
No.
No? Okay.
He was going to Mexico.
So why did you just tell him a different name than what you told us?
Well, that one's my first name, and I'm only just Arely.
Arely. What's your full name?
Jamie Arely.
So I'm gonna let you know right now,
He
when
wasn't lying.
somebody in a uniform like this asks you what your name is, we want your true first name and your true last name.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't deal with middle names. We want first and last name. Okay, the one that's gonna be on the ID.
That one. What's from the well, oh my
Then I
God.
want both
He
of
wasn't
them.
lying though. You know.
Okay.
How'd you get over here?
Walk.
So I'm in the party with my friends,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to stay there. But we have a little problem there.
What's the little problem?
Problem.
The one of the little girl,
Uh-huh.
she say I'm trying to touch her.
Yeah, why would the little child say that?
Because, well, all the night she's talking to me,
Uh-huh.
and I know she's so drunk. But she don't want me to talk to anyone.
What? How old was she?
11 years.
You gave her the liquor.
And I'm just trying with her brother.
Jamie admits to having
She.
with Claudia and Mila's older brother earlier in the evening.
Whoa.
This was prior to assaulting
Wait,
Mila.
wait.
Mila's older brother.
Her
Wait.
brother.
Jamie admits to having with Claudia and Mila's older brother earlier.
So she cracked the brother and the sister. Claudia is the sister, right? What? Oh, she was horny as hell.
Here in the evening.
Oh, God.
This was
She
prior to
freaked
assaulting
out.
Mila. However, that assault isn't the only
She
reason
wanted
she's
to
being
crack something
detained.
else.
Did you know you had 4 misdemeanor warrants?
Damn.
You did?
And you told
Jamie
me,
is
yeah.
wanted for 4 separate traffic-related warrants, all from a few years prior. She's arrested for those warrants as well as criminal in the first degree and transported to the prisoner transport center
Her
before
dumbass
being
gonna
booked
say
into
yeah.
jail. However, this story is far from over. At her assault exam, Mila repeats what she remembers, but with the added detail that
Dumbass.
Jamie had grabbed her by the neck. In a later interview, the nurse who examined her discusses her findings with Jamie's lawyer.
I found some marks in her neck, on the frontal area on the right side of her neck.
Did you photograph those marks?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
The nurse also took numerous swabs and a blood sample, which show Mila's blood alcohol content was 0.06%.
Damn.
Jamie ultimately faces 4 charges for her assault on Mila, 2 for criminal
You
in the
already
first
got
degree,
4 warrants.
as well as false imprisonment and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. However, the prosecution later drops all but the criminal charges. Jamie pleads not guilty, and the case is set to go to trial. However, by the time pre-trial interviews
She
are being
pleaded not
conducted,
guilty.
Mila is 15, and she remembers things differently now.
I was under alcohol.
Okay. How much alcohol did you drink?
A lot for my age.
Were you drinking beer or was it something else?
It was tequila.
Okay.
Yeah, because I finished the rest of a bottle that they had left there in the fridge.
Okay.
Okay.
And, well, there was people getting there, so there was just a bunch of alcohol everywhere. So I was just drinking whatever I could, basically.
She explains that she'd been hiding in that hallway, away from the crowd of people, when Jamie finished having sex with her brother.
That's when she walked out of the room, and I was in the hallway because I wasn't trying to get seen by my sister or anybody that was gonna get me in trouble. So
No,
then
y'all
she
can't see
was
her
like, "Oh
face
my
anymore."
goodness!" And that's when she took me to the restroom, and she was telling me how great her was. And I mean, I thought she was just gonna tell me how great it was and get over it, but no, she just started kissing me.
On the stand, however, Jamie
Damn.
denies everything. Her story is markedly
So so she got cracked, went in there, told the 11-year-old how good it was. What? And then started kissing on the little girl because you so freaked out and you just, what the?
different from Mila's, which she tells in court with the help of an interpreter.
So how long had you been in the bathroom before locked in?
So I think maybe about a minute after I'd gone in, because I hadn't locked the door since I wasn't using the bathroom. I was just trying to fix myself up.
While she was fixing herself up, she claims she took a piece of toilet paper to blot her red lipstick, which ended up being the piece of toilet paper Claudia saw and assumed Mila had used to wipe herself. That's when Mila came into the bathroom.
So did knock to come in, or how did you get into the bathroom?
She just opened the door a little bit and she said, I heard what you did with my brother. And then she came in.
What did you tell her?
It was just embarrassing, so we both laughed, and I said, how embarrassing that you heard that.
What happened after that?
Well, she stayed in the bathroom. She was leaning on the door, and I kept fixing my hair, and she told me that she liked women and that she liked me.
Whoa.
How did you respond to that?
I told her that she was crazy because I had just been with her brother and that she was just a girl.
What happened afterwards?
When she lunged at me to kiss me, I tried to move her away from me to calm her down, and she said that she wanted me to give her an... And since she was so drunk, she fell to the floor, and that's when, and it was a loud thud.
The 11-year-old told you she wanted you to give her... She said that specific word. Man, get the fuck out of here.
And that's when... and the others came in, or when tried to come in.
Jamie insists that neither of their clothing was ever off, and she never touched Mila. The discrepancies are vast, and Jamie's defense attorney focuses on them in his closing argument.
What happened in this case is the story changed. When you say something different, it's not that you are forgetting, it's that you are now fabricating. Now you're lying. I do believe that is a victim, but I don't think she's a victim of anything that my client did. I think she's a victim of the way she's being raised. And the things that she's allowed to be a part of. She, we know, cannot give consent. We know that. But that's not the issue here. There was no fact. She's just not telling the truth.
The prosecution, on the other hand, asserts that memory degrades and changes over time. And in this battle of she said, the one thing that can't be disputed is the evidence. The results of the swabs taken during Mila's exam tell the truth. Jamie's DNA was found on Mila's area, despite her having showered that night. And while no testing was done to determine whether that DNA got there from touch or saliva, the prosecution is clear. Her DNA shouldn't be there at all.
Very disturbed that defense got up here and said that is a victim of how she was raised. No, she's a victim of what she did to her. She was a victim of being put in that bathroom, being assaulted by the defendant. But let's go put the blame on the rest of the family. Okay, so we're going to say nothing happened because of little tiny inconsistencies that have no bearing in this case? No. What the issue is what she did to her. Yep. Not a victim of her family situation. It is disgusting to even bring that up. She is a victim of assault by the hands of this defendant. She can sit there and smile all she wants. She knows she did this. She has no way to explain how that DNA got there.
The jury is sent to deliberate, but return deadlocked the next day. The judge declares a mistrial with the caveat that the prosecution has the right to try Jamie again, which they do. In 2025, Jamie is found guilty on both counts of criminal of a child under 13. She's sentenced to 18 years on both counts, to be served concurrently. The sentence is mitigated to 15 years due to her age and lack of criminal record. According to court documents, she will be appealing her sentence.
Everyone in... Sheesh! That's what she get, boy. Especially that last part with that evidence, because there's no way in hell for you to explain why your DNA isn't... Yeah. Explain that, motherfucker. Oh God, you can't explain it. But like, comment and subscribe. Giveaway at 1K subscribers, but this is crazy. Yeah, man. Keep your kids away from these weirdos, man. For real. Your little sisters, little brothers. You can't have nobody that you don't really know sleeping over your house where your kids lay their head at. You feel me? In your head too. Like, come on, man. You have a stranger that you don't even know sleep over at your crib. That you barely talk to. I don't give a damn who you is. You're not coming to sleeping over here. Look, man, I'm gonna catch y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's crazy.